Mitosis and meiosis are both grand components of the cell cycle. Let's start with mitosis. Mitosis takes place within the M phase of the cell cycle, hence the letter M and the term mitosis. Mitosis happens after interphase of the cell cycle has been established. Within mitosis, there are 5 prominent phases. These phases altogether are better known as karyokinesis. The first phase of mitosis is prophase. This is where the chromatin will be prepped to become chromosomes thereafter. I think of this phase as when football players are getting ready to run through the banner on homecoming. The football players are the chromosomes, the audience and the cheerleaders are the spindle and aster components, and the banner is the nuclear envelope that will be destroyed thereafter. The next phase thereafter prophase is prometaphase. This phase is where the chromatids, hence sister chromatids to be exact, have entirely developed. Hence, the football players have become the best in the state. The football players therefore have built a connection with their audience, hence known as spindle component in this example. The football players, sister chromatids, now move towards the middle of the field, hence the cell plate. After prometaphase, metaphase comes about. Here the chromatids align at the center of the cell plate completely, hence the football players are aligned next to one another along the middle of the field. However, to continue to the next activity of the homecoming ceremony, a checkpoint has to be met by the audience, hence known as spindle components in this example, whereby the spindles, the audience, and the chromatids, the football players, are endured to be connected appropriately prior to undergoing separation to each 2 poles of the cell. More specifically, there needs to be reassurance of there being a secure attachment of the chromatids to the spindles and vice versa for separation. Hence, each pole in the cell represents each end of the field, where the home team and the visitor team will go. Thereafter, metaphase comes about anaphase. Anaphase consists of the sister chromatids being separated and going therefore to either one of the 2 poles of the cell. Hence, the home team football players are sent to either 2 main sides of the field, and the other remaining side is distinguished by the visiting team. Thereafter anaphase comes telophase. This phase of mitosis is where the chromatids are far at each 2 ends / poles of the cell, hence the home and the visiting team. Thereafter, each team forms their own atmosphere and mental and physical prep for the game. Thereafter telophase, in mitosis, cytokinesis takes place. This is where lastly and most importantly, the components of what was once one cell is separated and there are now 2 cells known as daughter cells, each cell being either the home team or the visitor team in the analogy of football team. And that there, altogether, is one look at the process of mitosis in the cell cycle. Now let's talk about meiosis, which unlike mitosis undergoes 2 separation components producing 4 cells, whereas mitosis produces 2 cells. First, we start off with meiosis 1, as there is a meiosis 1 and a meiosis 2 to the process of meiosis overall. Meiosis 1 begins with prophase 1. This is where the chromatin is formulated into chromatids like that of mitosis. Within prophase 1, synapsis takes place, and this is where 4 chromosomes conjoin in 2s and exchange information, better known as crossing over. Thereafter prophase 1, metaphase is present. Metaphase 1, like that of mitosis, is where the chromosomes line up within the center of the cell. Anaphase 1 now is present. The chromosomes separate thereafter by the pool of the spindles, still remaining as 1 chromosome thereafter in either 2 pools of the cell. Thereafter comes telophase 1. Now that there is a matter of chromosomes at either pole of the cell, 2 new cells begin to form out of the 1 cell existent. Cytokinesis comes about. Here's where the cell is ultimately separated and 2 cells are produced thereof. Now it's time for meiosis 2. The second metaphase 2 is present. The 2 chromosomes within each 2 cells now existent align in the middle once again, and they are separated by what comes about. Thereafter comes anaphase 2, and this is where the chromosomes are separated once more by the spindles. Thereafter telophase occurs, 2 cells each divide into 2 cells once more, and through cytokinesis there are now 4 cells existent with 2 chromosomes present. So to conclude, mitosis and meiosis undergo very similar phases, processes, stages, etc. One prominent difference is what results of all those processes. In mitosis, we end up with 2 cells, and in meiosis, we end up with 4 cells.